Afternoon, boys. Thank you for joining me today. Get your water, hydrate, do what you need to do, and strap in as we dive into the world of fitness. Now, I believe that we are very heavily moving away from this era of fitness, which is like building as much muscle as we can and being as big as we can, almost like the bodybuilder phase of fitness. And we had all that period of time, didn't we? We had all the fitness influencers, and they're still there now, aren't they? But they were really popping off, like these big like bodybuilders on YouTube, and they're sort of like eating loads of shit, and they're eating fucking 10,000 calories in a day, and they're getting all bloated, and then they're working out, but they're selling their fucking workout programs and stuff because people know that they're big and massive and whatever. I think we are kind of moving out of that phase now, where people are less trying to be like bodybuilders and are more thinking about almost thinking about the dangers of the world. And what do I mean by this? Now, what is genuinely the point in... Sorry, some fucker was outside my room then. What is the point in being some big, bulky guy, some bodybuilder who like eats all this food and he trains progressive overload, all that stuff, which you should still apply to the gym, but in a different way. So should we really be getting massive if we then can't run away from potential threats? If we can't defend ourselves in a fight? Anything like that. We're running away from someone, we can't jump over a fence. We have to understand these are elements of life we have to consider. And I think in that bodybuilder phase of fitness, the bodybuilder phase, that isn't going to really set us up well for life. We're not going to be able to optimize our lives with that kind of physique. Because not only are we not as capable as men, which we should be, we're not as physically capable, but it's just not as healthy, and also is not as attractive. I think it used to have this connotation that the biggest guy was always the most attractive guy, and he was always the most capable, he was always the most strong, he was always the most athletic, and it's just not true. Whereas I think now we're moving into more of a period, especially for me, like I'm trying to push this a lot more, where we need to be moving into a period of fitness where we're all trying to train to be as capable as we can, train athletically. Yeah, we want to look good, we want to have, biceps, we want to fucking have abs and all that shit. Yeah, I get it, 100%. But that doesn't mean we have to be like fucking professional bodybuilders, you know what I mean? We can be at a good level of fitness where we have aesthetic physiques, we look attractive, and we're also capable. We can defend ourselves in a fight. We're fast, we're strong. We can train like that. And I guarantee if you do that, you'll also be more healthy. You'll feel so much better about yourself. I remember when I started lifting, I was like maybe around 14 years old. And I was trying obviously to do the bodybuilder thing. I was trying to get as big as I could, and I was doing like the slow movements, slow back down, trying to break down the muscle fibers really and eat as much as I could. So I was technically bulking, right? And what I'd noticed was I never actually felt that good. I looked in the mirror, I thought, yeah, maybe I look big and whatever, but I didn't feel healthy and I didn't feel capable. I didn't feel good about myself. I felt really like sort of tired, lethargic, lazy, and I put on quite a lot of fat as well, and I wasn't enjoying that lifestyle. Whereas now I'm doing I'm doing loads of cardio, I'm training for sports, I'm doing athletic movements, so I feel strong, I feel healthy, I feel fast, and I also look good at the same time. Why would you not want to do that? It's literally a win-win. Whereas if you go for that period of time where you're bulking, building all this muscle, calorie surplus, all that bullshit, and you're tracking it on your fucking phone, you're weighing out your food, that's another thing, bro. It's not only does it like make you feel unhealthy, you're incapable, but it's causing all this headache in your brain of having to weigh out all the food, and it's just becoming more stressful than it really needs to be. Fitness, in order for it to be sustainable and for you to remain consistent, which is one of the key components of fitness, you need it to be an enjoyable process. You need it to be fun. You should enjoy waking up and go to the gym first thing in the morning. It should be one of the best parts of your day. It's amazing. It's one of the most amazing things that ever was found out. Working out, being able to change your physique, make yourself healthier, make yourself more attractive. It's probably the first thing that you ever get into when you get onto self-improvement or whatever. It's amazing. It's something you should always be doing throughout your life. Even when I'm like 60, bro, I'm still going to be working out. I'm not going to be doing like fucking heavy bench presses and shit. But you know what I mean? You can modify it. You can always modify it to your needs, and it's such an amazing thing. And I think now we need to be really thinking about the way we're working out and thinking about what we want out of life and thinking about the people that we want to become. Do we want to become the biggest guy in the room just because maybe we like look the most intimidating? Or do we want to be the guy that when it actually comes down to it, we can defend ourselves if need be? And we also look better anyway. We just look more comfortable. I think guys that are massive, it makes it some seem like that's your whole life. That's your entire lifestyle is just lifting weights, bro. And sometimes it makes you a bit fucking sad because you just know they're all like fucking incels. They wake up at like 6 in the morning, they go straight to the gym, that's it. They eat their fucking food and then they sit around for the rest of the day watching YouTube videos like this, bro. Do you know what I mean? Whereas now, what we can do is we can be the man that goes to the gym maybe like for, even if it was just like for an hour in the day. But we're doing, we're doing movements. Yeah, obviously you can do if you want to for a bit of the workout, do the bicep curls, whatever. Yeah, fine. But then we should also be training functional movements, which allow us to be able to perform athletically. Now, when I say this, I don't mean we should be becoming like top level athletes. Do you know what I mean? We're not trying to do that. We're not trying to be fucking Usain Bolt or some shit. But all I mean is we want to be able to function properly as a human being, as humans years ago did. Men, absolutely years in the past, were supposed to be athletic. They were supposed to be able to hunt and shit like that, you know what I mean? To get their food, they had to be that way in order to survive. Whereas now, obviously, it doesn't really have to be like that. You can be a complete fat cunt and sort of get by in life, do you know what I mean? You don't have to actually be completely chiseled and you don't have to be fit to actually get by. Yeah, you'll have a pretty shite life, 100%, but you know what I mean? It's not technically a necessity, if you know what I mean. Now, health, 100% is a necessity, 100%. You need to be healthy because, and I spoke about this in my last video, if you can master your health, everything else will fall into place, okay? Mental health is 100% important, okay? Probably the most important thing in terms of success. Your mental health is not well and you have not mastered your mind in order to optimize your success, you're not going to get anywhere, okay? You've got to be able to master that first. And then if you can master your physical health, those two combined, literally your whole life will propel. I'm not even joking. It will exceed any expectation you ever had. Because I used to neglect it so much. I used to neglect being healthy. I'd go to the gym, lift the weights, eat like shit, eat the fucking Domino's pizzas, and just because I was building a bit of muscle, I thought that was okay. But no, now I'm eating clean, I'm eating healthy, I'm building muscle, and I'm building strength and athletic capabilities at the same time. And I feel healthier, and therefore I'm more energized. I'm able to get my tasks done in the day. I'm just so much more productive. Everything else 100% falls into place if you can master this. If you look at me, I'm not even the biggest guy in the world. Do you know what I mean? I'm not huge, but you can sort of tell I go to the gym. You know what I mean? There's a bit of muscle there, but I don't need to be this huge guy that's like fucking like some professional bodybuilder. I don't need to be like that. I just need to be, and as a lot of other young men just need to be, at a position where they are athletically capable of performing in different areas of life. Whether it be you need to defend yourself or your family from a potential threat. You have to run away from a group of fucking roadmen in the middle of the street. Can be whatever. But you've got to make sure that you are prepared for when that does happen. And you're not just there trying to look all fucking intimidating with your big biceps. But then, a group of roadmen just run up to you and stab you. What are you going to do then? You weren't quick enough to get away from them. You couldn't defend yourself. You're slow. You're lethargic. You feel like shit. You've got no energy. Was it all worth it? No. Fuck no. It wasn't. But if you're the guy that goes to the gym and trains functionally, so that he's capable, he's strong, he's fast, he's got a lean physique, and he still looks pretty good as well, then it's a win-win. Then you're prepared for that situation. You can defend yourself in that situation. You can run away, you can defend yourself, you're quick, you can jump, you're agile, and you feel amazing, you've got loads of energy. Bro, it's 100%, it's where we need to be, it's what we need to be doing, because I just believe that bulking in itself is a shit thing. I don't know who the fuck invented that, like, dirty bulking, bro, eating fucking Domino's pizzas, like, poisoning yourself, damaging your body just to build some muscle. Absolute bullshit. You don't need to be living like that. It's complete shit. And I know so many people are going to disagree with me. So many people in the fitness industry are going to disagree with me, saying, "Oh no, it's good for your fucking self-esteem." Shut the fuck up, bro. It's not fucking good for your fucking self-esteem. It's not. It's just you boosting your ego because you've got the biggest biceps in the room. Who gives a shit? If I fucking came at you and started trying to hit you, you wouldn't be able to do shit because you're too fucking slow. Do you know what I mean? It's that sort of thing. And you can't run away. If I've got a knife and I'm running at you, bro, you're not going to be able to run away because again, you're too slow, you're too heavy. I'm not saying I do have a knife, and I'm not saying I go chasing bodybuilders around with knives. I'm not saying that, but if I hypothetically did, they'd be able to do jack shit. So it's 100%. It's something I just want you to. I really want to drill this into your mind because I want, and I want you lot to be as safe as you can be. I want you lot to be protected, and I don't want you to go down this route now where you're having to fucking listen to all these people telling you to be the biggest guy in the room. Yeah, 100%. No, bro, go and do your bodybuilder exercises, whatever. It's fine. Like, do it, but just make sure you're integrating things like, you're doing cardio, you're doing like sort of athletic sort of movements like jumping and sprinting, keeping yourself physically capable. And then that way you're not getting so big that you can't even walk up a flight of stairs, and you feel amazing as well. And then you're more productive in the day, and your whole life just comes together that way. It doesn't. It's not just from a fitness standpoint. It builds your whole life together. It spouts out into so many different areas of life, and then you will seriously propel because you've mastered your health. All right, bro? So it's a serious one to consider. I think you 100% should take it into account, and I think you should 100% try it and just consider a different point of view for once instead of being so stubborn. And because I know you've probably been training like a bodybuilder for so long now, and I believe you believe that that's the way it should be. But just start to consider other people's viewpoints. Start to consider different ways of doing things in life. Be open-minded to so many different things, and that's not even just with fitness, that's with everything, bro. Be open-minded to things. You've got one life, go try shit out. Yeah, and if it fucks up, who cares? You've learned valuable lessons. Okay, cool. I'll see you in the next one, bro. Believe it and make it happen.